very important topic I have studied before. I knew it as a social and communicational language, and the opposite was academic, no? So the clear idea I have a long time ago was that social language is the one we frequently use at everyday activities within speaking and listening. And academic involves more reading and writing. That is why it is used in tests and studying at the schools and university. No, so I really enjoy watching it, and I took some notes about strategies we can use and so many examples, no, in which we can improve. And from my experience, I think that Americans really pay more attention in writing, no? But not the writing we have at the school. Sometimes at the school, we consider writing like copying a test, but that is not really writing. That is not critical thinking, no? And that is not that analyzing. So they really take time in reading a lot and writing a lot and doing analysis, no? And this is very important that we develop in our students, and I think in ourselves, because maybe we have to improve a lot. So I have some answer also about the questions. If you want, I can continue. Or...
Please continue. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so describe how academic English differs from English that we use every day. As I was saying, academic language differs from the English we use every day because it is the language we use in schools or university for academic purpose. A misconception that is that people think that when just speaking social English or survival English, we might be able to succeed in academic life, which is not true, no? And that is a misconception. And the second question was, does your school have an effective, comprehensible academic language? As we know, in Bolivia, we don't have that, no? Even in Spanish and with the current curriculum, the Spanish language has decreased in the level, I think, because we don't have a language analysis, more reading, so it is not good from my point of view.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then according to the doctor, how might academic language instruction be designed to address the needs of both newcomer English language learners and long-term English language learners? So she was emphasizing that we should start aging from kindergarten to primary to high school, and we can involve more academic language activities according to the different grades, no? So that will be good for the students who do not speak the language, no, who are learning. And if we are not native, we should do also that. So we don't have to separate social and academic. We have to better try to learn both and do a scaffolding in academic, no? And then the other one was, based on what you heard today, can you describe skills other than vocabulary knowledge that are essentials to academic language proficiency? So I put reading comprehension skills, like slow going and analyzing slow in the test, and also oral presentations skill, because academic is not only writing, but also is having the academic vocabulary, no, and being able to communicate in an oral academic situation too, no? And that reminds me about the COVID-19. By the time we had to learn a lot of new vocabulary and that situation, no, that we need. And finally, I have, what type of professional development activities do you think will be helpful to teachers who want to learn more about effective academic English instruction? So I have some specific strategies like choosing readings according to the year, giving a specific example, clear instructions, and applying those into the singles activities. No? And I was trying to finish. I think that I almost finished the video, but Doctor was also talking about taking time every day for academic activities. So it's not like we are going to do one English lesson and we assume that we are learning academic language while doing vocabulary. But no, she was saying that we need to take time for a specific academic purpose development.
Very good. Excellent. You got 100 points. Excellent. Very good. And also something that she say that is important. As teacher, we have to give feedback to the students. It's important. When they develop some exercises, it's always important to give the feedback. Okay? Very good. Okay, what about the others? Any comments, something that you can add, something that... Okay, Cesar, please. Cesar Felicio.
Yeah. Well, according to my experience as a learner, and I think that everybody here can agree to, learning English is a process. It's not about the product, it's about the process. So for the ones who are already teaching or have some working experience and the students' experience we had, I think we can agree with everything that we watch in the video, and in the website we can read everything, that social language is very different from academic language because of the accuracy of the accuracy is being used when you are performing in English. It could be like in the writing skills when they are writing some compositions, or when they are being tested in the speaking test. So all of those skills that have been graded is because of the accuracy that students or the learner must use when he's performing. So everything about the video is very important, not only as just to know it, it's just also important to note because of our experience, that in our working experience or our future working experience, that we can take that into account. Because if we're going to talk about, like, I don't know, I've got to talk with my best friends, I can use informal English, but with you, professor, or a headmaster in any career or in a formal situations, it will be different, because the person who I'm talking to is not my friend, is not my colleague. So there's variations because of the formal and informal situations, according to the academic English.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Very good. Okay. What about the others? Can you add something, Lourdes?
I want to contribute about the differences between the English we use every day in life and the academic language, that in one hand social everyday language is used to communicate imprecisely without using English grammatically correctly, as the doctor says, and it uses a lot of repetition words also, and it uses slang words. In the other hand, academic language is used in school context and in academic context also. It is the language of the test, and as Dr. Carstella says, It has a variety of words and sophisticated words also. And we here in Bolivia, we don't have, as my classmate said, we don't have an effective and comprehensive academic language curriculum. And also, as my own experience teaching English in school, students don't understand the language. They only learn about the verb to be, and they don't know how to use it also. And we as a teacher and other as a future teachers, we have to know how to teach them, starting with zero knowledge with the students.
Okay, yes. Yeah, that's a big problem here in Bolivia, no? That English is, well, as a country, we don't have a program, we don't have the strategies, the things that we have to teach. No? So the teachers say, well, let's teach tenses, okay? Let's teach grammar, listen, and in every year they only teach grammar.
Same things every year. The verb
Yeah.
to be, ABC, and we don't teach anything else.
Yeah, I think that we as a teacher, we have to have some kind of program, so we can improve that, teaching English teaching here in Bolivia, Santa Cruz. You know that there is a college, okay, I think that college should start working with this, okay, even at the university, okay. You know that in Gabriel René Moreno University, well, every career has English, for example, engineering, accountancy, they have just 1 or 2 terms of English, okay? But now they are changing the curriculum and they are saying that they don't need that. So they are taking out the subject of English. Imagine that. So that is a big problem, no? Because they say that they don't learn anything. They say, no, they are taking out the English subject from the university, from Gabriel René Moreno University. Yes, Cesar?
I would like to add something I think is very important to take into account is about the video. The interviewer asked the interviewee about if the academic language achieved in the first language will be essential, useful in the second language, and the doctor says, yeah, it's important. But now that I'm asking, that I'm wondering now, in a public school, well, education is not the best sometimes. What about if the students has not a good academic language in the L1? That will be will make a bad impact learning a second language. So I think that's something that teachers have to be working hard in the future, if they have that case, right? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we as a future teacher, you as a future teachers should have. But I think we have to do something like that, no? To improve the teaching of languages, no? Even Spanish, or as your classmates say, not just reading or writing, just to develop critical thinking. That's important. That's right. Okay, very good. So let's move on. With that ideas, you are going to complete the ideas reading the article that we have here. Wait a minute. Sorry, wait a minute.
I just wanted to add something before you move on,
Yes.
Professor,
Yes.
about academic language and everyday language. So I think the key, hello,
Yes, go.
the key in order to achieve the academic language, it's the reading. Reading is very important. Myself, just put an example myself, I don't have that routine of reading. And I didn't grew up reading a book. At school, I would say I was asked to read at the most maybe like 3 books until I graduated from high school. But now I can see the difference. I have my daughter, she's 6. She's starting first grade this year. In kindergarten, she started reading like simple books. They started with sight words. She doesn't read it correctly yet, but she's getting there. So they start from very young, the reading process here. So that's how they get very, more competent when they're like one of my of the classmates mentioned that it's very important she mentioned it's very important to teach them since very beginning, because younger learners, they pick things quick. So they might not have an academic learning yet at the beginning, like first graders, they may not be able to write an academic essay or paragraph, anything, but they're already having that knowledge, that routine of reading, preparing them for the future. So I think that should be something added at schools, like in Bolivia. I just wanted to say that. And on the other hand, the everyday language is not negative. It's something spontaneous that we use in everyday language. It's necessary to communicate with others. So both are important.
Yeah, because sociolinguistics said that the language is a product of the society. Okay, so we can part the language from society, and they even, you know, that even the gender, the economics position, or the neighborhood influencing the way the people speak. But yeah, that's we can enrich their academic learning languages without words also. Okay, and mostly as I agree with you that we have to improve the thing that the students should read more here in Bolivia, because they had a low level in understanding and doing things, especially reading academic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we as a teacher in our classroom, we can start doing something, okay? And then I told my classmates and my partner and my colleagues to create or to form a special program, no? There is a college of, I'm going to ask her, maybe she's going to give you a chat. It's something that we have to have here in Bolivia, so we can improve the language teaching, and also some strategies, no? Because you know that when you learn a language, you have to develop reading, writing, speaking, okay? That's why. But but all the things that we are learning here, you can share with your, and you can apply for yourselves, and you can apply on your, if you work as a teacher, you can apply on your classrooms, okay?
Professor,
Yes.
for example, I would like to tell you something, to comment something, that in the way that here in use a school, a method that the school use to, not to improve, I think that they use to motivate reading in students. For example, in a school, students from the 5th grade, they have to go with pre-kindergarten and with kindergarten, and they have to read a book. And the children for kindergarten, they are learning the short words, the pronouns, how to read, how to say, also writing a little bit. And I think that is a good way, and also a method in the way that they can learn to reading, no? And also, for example, in my daughter's schools, the library always give her a book from a week, and and if she reads the whole book, of course, it's short, 4 or 5 pages and short words, and she makes a story, she receive a prize.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's something of the school.
Oh, very good. Very interesting. Yeah, some people is doing something. Yeah, that's we have to do that. Okay, maybe well, we have to talk about with principals, or I don't know.
Also for the university, a student for the for the 5th year maybe could have a student for the 1st year, because when I was in my 1st year of the university, I didn't know anything about English. But now the last year that it was my 5th year, it was so different, no?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. So we have to improve a lot. Okay, but we can start from now, from ourselves, and we apply what we can do. Okay. Okay. And so this article, Academic Language and ELS, what teachers need to know, is related, well, give some extra idea about the video we have seen, okay? For example, he gives an example of Carlos, is a student, no? Is a student who is bright, engaging student, okay? But he can't listen, he can write lab reports, no? And that's why? Because it doesn't have the vocabulary, okay? And here we say, why is academic language important? You had already said about that. That's the idea. What is the role of this academic? okay? And in this article, there is a difference between social and academic language, okay? You can read there, you can make a comparison when you have done. And you have an examples, for example, in social English, you say, I like this book more. Okay, but in academic English, you say, this story is more exciting than the first one we read. Okay. It worked, social English. Our experiment was successful. Okay. So develop this kind of vocabulary is important, no? If you want to show. And here we have some other samples. And this web page is very interesting because they have a lot of links, okay, that you can enter and see, and you can learn a lot of this, okay. Okay. Beyond vocabulary, we had seen the first video, bricks and mortar. Okay, it's about bricks and mortar. And it's related with this. Tweets. Okay. Tweets. Words, idioms, and phrases. Okay. That's tweets. Tweets. Discrete vocabulary words in their academic language definition, including a range of structure they call tweets, terms, word, idioms, and phrases. Okay. And then you had also some other examples. Okay. All these things we are going to relate with the following lessons. Okay, so you have to keep in mind it's good that you can read and note down. You can answer the questions about this article. Okay, that will enhance your vocabulary. Here we have a lot of questions also that you can stop and you can. This will be for tomorrow, okay? So you can have time the whole day reading and analyzing and answer the questions, okay? But right now, we're going to read and try to. Here we have a lot of links also that you can find some more information about this according to what you need. Okay. A lot of links that you can enter. You need more information. Okay, you can choose any of them.
There are
Okay.
many articles, no?
Yeah, a lot of articles. And you can learn a lot of things also. But right now we are going to read until here. And after you read this, you have to write, you have to keep some academic words on this and the video also. And you can write on the glossary, okay? So you can, but not only write the word and the definition. Try to do sentences, okay? I think I had them. Okay, and we're going to use this other book as a glossary. I'm going to show you an example of glossary. Okay. For example, here you had some words. Okay. This is for the next activity, but just to see, you write the word, you can write the definition, okay? Maybe you know the where you take that definition from. You can write the source, okay? And also some extra information, even an e.g., no, an example, okay? And also like that, okay? Maybe if you enter and the word is there, and you can write some comments about your peers, okay? And you can write something that can add more information about that word, okay? The idea is that we can develop this glossary that every one of you are going to use, and you can add the information, okay? I think this is an example. You have to do this kind of glossary, but with the information that we had already talking about the video and the reading, okay? I'm gonna give you a.
So that is in Unit 2, Professor?
Yes, Unit 2.
Unit 2, Glossary 1.
Yes, let me show you where you're going to work. Okay. Unit 2. This task 1, glossary. This,
Okay.
can you see? This
Yes.
one, glossary. Okay, you open and you can add at least 10 words, okay? As you did yesterday. Okay? You can start right now. Okay? And let's see if we come back, which is great. 9 o'clock, no? 9, 9:30. Okay? 30 minutes okay for you to work with? Or would you like more time?
Professor, sorry, how many words we have to write in the
10.
first one?
10 words, okay? At least 10. You can do it more, better.
Professor, could you please send us the link of academic language that you were show us before?
The book. Sorry. The book
The link,
is
that one, is that a book?
no, este es para segunda actividad. The book is, this is the book, Resources for English Academic Purposes, Teacher Educators. This is the book that I showed you before, but this is we're going to use for the next. This is the book that you had there, the last one.
Okay, Professor. thank you.
There is a glossary on page. This is the browsing page we had here. The browsing. You can look at this, 23. Okay.
Professor, sorry, I don't understand. We have to do the glossary from this book now or from the link that you sent
This is an
when we watch
example.
the video?
Yeah, this is an example of how you have to word the glossary. Okay, you write the word, you make the you write the meaning. Okay, the explanation of the word as you did yesterday. Maybe you had the source, you can write. And also some extra information, it's okay. Or maybe you can write an example of the word, okay? Remember that you have to write letter by letter, okay? But this is an example of how you can write the, okay? But you have to write about the video and the reading that I showed you before, okay? The reading is academic language. I'm going to send you again. Okay. I sent I already sent the link. Okay. This is the academic language and ALS. What teachers need to know. Okay. And also with the video of Dr. Escarcela. Okay. So words from here and examples from these sources. Okay.